Hello and welcome. Right, what did we do this session? Well, it was the month of our cotton harvest, and the worker is still working actually on the final section on the last field, but I thought I'd take this opportunity because it's not going to matter what happens with that really in any way. Now, I had forgotten about the fact that this storage was here in so much as it's a central part of the, obviously, Let's Play. So I didn't try to cheat. I tried to put the bale in the storage in this, but it's sort of done that trick where it goes into the storage of the silo. I don't know what the actual... There probably is a limit on this, and it probably would sit there naturally, but it doesn't normally. Now it's multiplied that multiplication trick where it obviously now sees it as 10 times the amount that it actually is. Now, I've never run this to its maximum, as in to see, well, does it sort of eventually realise that there is only 20 tonnes there? Is this some sort of storage glitch? I mean, obviously it's going to take a while for it to do that. It's got 16 litres of fabric, which is then going to pass on to this beautiful little building, which I've just got to show off. It's obviously the BI Industry. You can see some little pad and worn with the BI Industry colours. I can't see much black, Mr. Smith. Well, I think the roof's black. No, it's not. It's white. Oh, it's a standard. It's the roofs of all of our BI Industries are white. Yeah, to reflect rather than absorb. So yes, yeah, these are slightly different to my normal colours, but yeah, this is a beautiful building, and this is all down to Giants. It is gorgeous, but I just wanted to show it up. It really is very beautiful and exquisite. So I'm very glad that we've got a contract with Giants to actually have their old buildings, and we just like tazz them up a little bit. But also we do put our own equipment in because we do insist that our tech is like our tech. It is really good tech. So yeah, so unfortunately that's with the rest of the bales I put in here because I thought it was silly not to. So it's got, that really is true, 47,255. Hang on, is it? Why is that? If we put 2 full bales, we put 1 bale around there, which is 20,000 litres. We put 2 in here, which is 40. So why have we got 47? It's a bit odd. It is a little odd, I agree, totally. So yeah, that is what we did this session. We basically put the spinnery and our latest and final business, I would say, truthfully. So this is going to trundle along nicely. Not sure when... I think we're going to get a partial bale as well out of that last one. So what? I've never done this in fabric. Oh, does it show us how much clothes is? No, because we've not got it. It's not actually gone into it. So we'll have to look the old-fashioned way in the prices section. Now the cotton obviously was worth a fortune. We know this. But when I say that, when you look at the actual price of cotton, all we know it's like it's 20 grand for a bale, but obviously we are going to be selling clothes. I can't remember. Yeah, which is 7.5 times the amount, which is brilliant, and it sells best in April. So we may well have got quite a lot of clothes ready by April, and it really does drop steeply. I know this. I always aim, and it's not changed either. FS22 was also April, although it varies like March to May. It can sort of be anywhere in that little cusp. Really, it's not always exact. But yeah, that's what we've done. I'm going to leave it here because that last one is going to be totally immaterial. I would speed it up, but I'm just going to let that... let's just go and see how it is doing, actually. Because I'd imagine there's not... In fact, we can sort of see if we do it this way. Wow, I think we'll finish off. I think we will. That's I thought by the time I'd done that it'd be about right to just finish it, and then it'll be a perfect place to actually. It's weird. I was trying to see how to handle this. How do we do this? Do you say a few minutes ago, but then sort of have this still cracking on, and then we finish like that. I'm not sure how to handle it, but I made one mistake. I did press the button, but it didn't on the very first field. I didn't know that I would switch it on, even though I pressed the button. Because you know yourself in your own mind when you press the button. But the game is a bit prone to that. I was saying that when you used to pick things up in FS22, you often had to click twice, even though you knew you'd clicked, for it to actually grab the thing you were grabbing. There's a few buttons like this, almost like perhaps you clicked too quickly, or perhaps the game wasn't listening properly, or I've not really got an answer. It's just I did definitely click, and I know I clicked, but it didn't. So I was like, hang on, that's not going on. Luckily, it was only a couple of seconds, but it still got more years. None of us like to damage from I think it's taken the cost of the out already, because we're now 60 seconds. Oh no, we actually it did take about $8,000 or so. We didn't see it say it had when it was leaving, so I'm not sure whether it's going to hit us again, because I think that's what it is. So that's what this beautiful beast. Certainly we're going to do that on Franklin move, because it's already doing short beats as a piece of giving ground. Yeah, so on Franklin move, I'm hoping to do that. Yeah, it's true. Obviously, this one likewise is really in the last section of how well I mean, we've been there for 8 years. I mean, the long course a bit of a quite a unique one, in so much as we went many, many years beyond but it is still a proper Let's Play in so much as episode wise. We did a lot of long sessions, which was fantastic, but still, it took that long to establish the format, so I let it go. This one a bit well established. This is definitely the year that is our year where we're bursting out the seams. I knew that earlier in the year, and this is because we've got all of our awards already and all that type of stuff and that we're down the next and again, Riverbend Springs is the same. It's the money is I've just spent some thousand, we've still got 150,000 left. It's in the middle of the year, so it's really so obviously, it is true. When you get to a certain stage of and this is what I said, I would like to know how to do this better. In so much as you've got frequently got like what I do, because I'm terrible at taking them way too much. 2 or 3 Let's Plays on the go, and then they all get quite big at the same time, but then obviously you lose them all and you start a new one, and then you can make really good progress on the next one because they're really small. So it's a bit harsh, so I can't do that now. Please tell me Giants have not like dropped the ball on that one. We can't any longer draw like today. Please tell me this is true. And then I think got turn of automatic drop and unload finished. Unfinished bound, right. I wouldn't know this again, but even day out of oh, it's weird, halfway through this I was thinking, do you remember the very first time? And obviously this question's to everyone. The very first time you used a Cotton Harvester and you realised you weren't going to finish the last bale, and you thought, oh, are we going to lose this? Like you would look the bale. It is a bit of a scary moment. So let's grab that last little bit in and stick it in the thing. I think we'll send that back. Yeah, no, let's do that off camera. Let's jump across to the little Massey. And then we're going to ring... Oh, the Fort Terror will do. I've only started the Massey's engine, so because we were obviously busy doing that. So let's ask the shop to collect that before we get walloped again. We might get walloped anyway, because it was definitely longer than an hour. But I'm sure it's definitely a case. And return you, yes. Fantastic. We'll see if we get Colin for any additional. Yeah, it takes it out, even though, you know, like, because I did think it had. I didn't think it had taken it already. Let's grab that last bit of bail and then I am going to. Yes, it's weird because obviously you want to say goodbye, but what you're really saying is like, I enjoy the rest of the session. So really, but I do think it's the best way, because for those people who aren't going to watch the whole session, most people want to catch up on how the farm is doing. They've not got the investiture to watch everything, which is a shame, because obviously sometimes some of the things you say whilst you're not in a time lapse are, you think, quite important. But it's, you know, I have always been that people spend whatever time they can, and I respect that. So I'm trying to meet everybody halfway by literally just those, you know, like, yeah, I think this changes for the better, but it is a bit strange to instill. It's almost sort of like right system. It's really amazing, quite amazing sort of like session. I really, really think wow. Right, so we stick this in. I was hoping that this would manage. I was thinking it can be managed. I don't know with telehandlers normally, but we haven't got a telehandler, and I was thinking this is a little bit light. We can see it's not particularly liking it, it is doing it. So yes, we did in the end get, yeah, well, it's going to fib, isn't it? Because it's going to say we're going to have an awful lot more. I mean, we've not got to. It's reading 200 tons wrong. So I'm hoping that, again, I've never run it to on Riverbend Springs. We have the same thing with the again, because it does, you put your stuff central. I know sometimes forget about the storage thing. So I did it on Riverbend Springs to see will it read it as an extension, which you can see it is. But we put it in this storage, so it should be right, and it is reading that right, because it is actually in the storage, but then it's also reading that we've got far more than we've got. Now that's out of my control, but I'm wondering, I've never run it till this 60 odd tons is gone. Will it then correct itself and that other 200 tons will disappear? That's the real conundrum, because we've not done any cheating or anything, so we shall see. But all that remains to be said is that's all we've done this session. Yeah, literally getting those out and sticking those two beautiful little buildings in. And yeah, the cycles. Did I increase the cycles on these? I'm not sure. I must have done a little, because I have on them all, because they're all quite terrible, even if a beautiful idea around machinery is far better than giants. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, all that remains to be said is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Right, the day has come. It is. Oh, that's one thing I just wanted to check as well. I'm looking at, like, how long have I been on each of the Let's Plays? Oh, wow, we have been here a long time. Yeah. Right, let's get cracking. This is little old me, I think. Let's get Scott. You've got patience. That's gone down now. Right, so there is no further ado. This is me, and me. So it's like, let's get stuck in. And let's say my words, and we see Clancy Games on the other side. the work like cracking on. I thought I'd crack this with the extensions. Usually, the last time I did this, I didn't think about having the silo in the background, but normally if you stick it in the actual storage of the production itself, it does go into now that sort of is saying it's in the silo. Now the second one I thought, well, it's too late now. The cat is out of the bag, or the stable door's not been bolted, or whatever analogy you wish to use. But it's sort of like done the multiplication thing as well. It's sort of said it's got 227, so it's reading this as, although it's on the obviously here, it's not gone in properly. It's probably storages. I mean, it's reading the storage from the silo, 8,200,000. So it is working. It's obviously that's a little bit beyond my. Again, I didn't think about that. That's the one bad thing about having your own farm, as in designing it, is your productions. In a way, your productions need to go down before your storage, especially your storage is really one of your central things in the farm, and obviously it's out of my control. That one aspect, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, it is going in. It's just a bit slower than. Yeah. Brilliant. Gone. Fantastic. So then, yeah. So I'm going to leave the worker working. I think we'll probably finish that next session. There will be a partial bail, obviously. But I just thought I'd like to do the finale. Are we gonna? Yeah, that is true. I am. I'm gonna say my goodbyes, and yeah, so that I can sort of finish off and sort of say, like at the beginning, what really happened in the session. So yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're gonna stick with me on this journey, and I'm gonna say goodbye for now.